Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Big52 and today I am bringing you another gameplay of Batman Arkham City. Honestly, I have not seen a game like this, as open world, as so flawless, I'd have to say, this is more flawless than Skyrim. Even though Skyrim has a ton of glitches, that was one of the best games I have ever played. It was so open world. This is not as open, it's smaller, but there's no glitching, there's no nothing. It is the cleanest game I have ever seen, and whoever made this, I don't even care, it's Batman. Whoever made this game, they knew what they were doing. I haven't seen a game with this good of quality forever. So let's get started. So, right now, what I'm doing, you see all the helicopters and all the bullets flying past me? Well, I've got to go through, like, literally almost every helicopter, I swear to God. And I've got to find this, like, thing inside one of the helicopters. So, I don't really understand it at first. I'm like, wow, why are they still chasing me? They're helicopters. But then I'm like, shit, I really gotta hide. And right there, I was trying to drop a smoke pellet, as you can see, and I just pretty much bat the hell out of there. That was a nice pun. You should use that on, like, Oprah. Oh wait, Oprah's gone. But seriously, I've never felt this strongly again for any game since, I want to say, The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. That was my favorite game, I think, of my childhood. Now, I say I have a lot of favorite games, but that is the one I remember best. Like, if I go back to that, it would just bring, like, all those memories would flow back to my head. And I guarantee you, in 10 years, when there's probably some new, even better Batman, I'll come to this, and it will still be one of the best games I have ever played. The controls, they're flawless. Like, at first I was like, this is kind of clunky, but then, as you go through the game, you learn more, like, it's more of a shortcut than actually having to switch to your weapon. So let's say I want to use a freeze grenade. I just double tap the right trigger, sorry guys. And let's say I want to use, like, I think it's my bat grapple. I think it's, you just click right trigger and then you press Y. It might be left trigger, I'm not sure which one it is. Actually, yeah, it's left trigger. Then let's say you want to throw a batarang without switching to it, and you need to do this in a fast way. Like, there's 3 switches you gotta hit within like a second of each other. All you have to do is just tap the left trigger. It is amazing. I can't get over this game. I've beaten it, and this is on the 2nd easiest difficulty, I believe. And this is amazing. I'm gonna try it on the hardest difficulty. It will take me a while, I will tell you that. The only game that I've completed with no deaths, actually there was one death. One death was on, like, the hardest difficulty was Modern Warfare 2. I don't know if any of you guys, oh man. I don't know if any of you guys have actually played that game, like the campaign, like legitly, not just for the achieves on Xbox or whatever it is on PSN. But it is a hard game. Some of them are really easy. Like, there's this, I think it's the 2nd to last level. It was really easy. It was just riot shielders, and what I would do is I'd just pull out my grenade launcher on one of my, I think it was on a SOP mod M4A1, honestly. I'm not really sure, I haven't played it for a while, but I'd just noob tube the riot shielders. They weren't strong, they weren't juggernauts. It was simple, it made sense. And that game took me about 2 days to beat on, I forget what it is. Is it Veteran, Legendary? I'm mixing Halo and Call of Duty up like no tomorrow. Holy cow. But I have beat this game, and I just want to play it again. It is one of the best stories. Like, for some story games, I just don't understand where they're going with it. Like, you'll be in, I kind of did that in the newest Call of Duty, and Oh no, in Modern Warfare 2, I didn't really know where it was going, except it was a really good campaign. I loved it. I really wanted to see what really happened with the US side, not like Task Force 141. I wanted to see the Army Rangers end. And I was like, I'm excited. I think Modern Warfare 3 is going to conclude it. But it didn't. It really didn't. I can't honestly explain it. Oh god, that must have been loud. And my mic just went like, whoop-de-doo! But it just didn't complete itself. And I don't, I don't really like, this is going to be the biggest and gayest pun I've ever said. I don't really like, loose ends. Come on, like the video if you honestly got that. You gotta like it. If you don't understand that. Okay, this line tightrope launcher, I still don't know how to use it. It didn't really say like button combo or anything, so I'm confused. But I just don't like when they don't conclude a story. And like in Call of Duty 4, I played that. It was pretty good, honestly. There wasn't much of the army in it. Well, there was, but they didn't really have a story to it. You were just trying to find some guy. I forget who it was. Why do I want to say I'll say it or something? I have no clue. It was, you know, Call of Duty 4. You expect me to remember that. One of the greatest games of all time, as people say. I think it was a really good game. I don't want to call it the greatest. But it was a very... It was the top of the Call of Duty franchise. It was the game changer. If any of you haven't played the Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty 2, or even Call of Duty 1, go out to GameStop, wherever it is, even if it's like 5 miles away. Go to it. Find a used one, or just call and ask. Keep calling until you find one. It can be any of those three. Go play the multiplayer. The campaign is really hard. I must say that. I have not beaten Call of Duty 2's yet. It is insane. It's not like hard, but the enemies respawn, which they don't since Modern Warfare 2. But it's just hard. But go out there and buy those games. I guarantee you will not like it. You'll like it, but you won't like it as much as Call of Duty 4 on. And what I think about it is, you know, it changed everything about that game. Everything, literally. It invented the Create a class. I think Black Ops 2, it's changed enough that it could be one of the biggest games we've ever played. The multiple endings, it's got our zombies that we love. I think it's really gonna be a good game. Now, if you don't think that, I want to know why. I haven't seen anyone of the big commentators out there, or even any commentator, that's really hated on it. I don't really understand it. Like, Black Ops, I saw a lot of hate for. I did, but not this game. I'm not sure why. So right here, I do actually find it, and I start heading there, and we're going to end off the clip, but it's about a minute, no, 40 seconds out. So, we're going to end this real talk with Big.
I've got the code.
We're going to end this off. And I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed. This was one of the most intense come to Jesus moments. I don't even go.